The past 2 days have been wild with energy. And those of you that don't know, fitness model, cover model, and all that, master energy healer. But the thing is extremely empath. We feel everything. Typically, the woman that I work with, whether she knows it or not, she is some form of a sensitive empath, light worker kind of thing. She just doesn't know it for whatever reason. So typically that's who I help and who I work with. And the past 2 days have been real with this energy. And I've talked about it on my public page. And here's the deal. A few things can happen. So self-sabotage looks like a constant state of struggle, a constant state of feeling not good enough, constant state of competition, constant state of comparing yourself, a constant state of, oh, maybe I should do this, or I don't want them to see, or what are they going to think? And hey, it happens, man. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. It happens to fucking most successful people in the world. And for me, here's what I do to get back on path. And I like to say, somebody told me in one of my mentor groups, they're like, just think of yourself like a lighthouse. And I'm like, oh my God, that's totally it. Because I don't fix you. I don't heal you. I teach you how to fix and heal yourself so that you can get back in alignment and things actually happen for you and not to you. That's why I always say, hey, if you're ready to break the cycle of things not working out, let's work together. Let's do Hot Moms, by the way, if you want to do that. KCShip.com/book a call. You'll fill out an application. We'll help you decide, is Hot Moms for you? Maybe you need to wait or whatever. Lately, the energy's been real. Now, you're going to feel collective energy, which is let's just say some politics shit goes down, some cop gets killed, some cop kills somebody, collective earth shit, 3D bullshit. You're going to feel that. Let's say the Earth's frequency spikes, like the Schumann resonance that I posted on my personal profile. You're going to feel that. Storms, you're going to feel everything. You're going to feel fucking everything. So it depends on your physiology. Are you sleeping? Have you eaten well? What are you going through in your life? You have to look at that kind of stuff. That's going to affect your energy. It's going to affect how you feel because those things drain you, like a phone losing its charge. That's what happens to us when we feel drained and stuff like that. We've kind of lost some of our energy charge. And what happens is it brings on negative, puts us in a lower vibe. And so if we have emotional baggage, we're going to attach that low vibe and we're going to take it on and be like, okay, yeah, here I am again. I'm a piece of shit. See, something's wrong with me. All that's a lie, but it feels so real to us, right? But what's happening is we're attaching that emotion, that low vibe, because we are whatever it is that we have gone through that's affecting us. We're attaching to that because our bodies kept score of something that happened. And that's where in Hot Moms, we shift so quickly is because you're going to learn. That's why I've felt this way my whole life. There's validation. Validation is very healing. So that's why Hot Moms, I think, is such a big deal. And you see all these crazy, awesome transformations because that's kind of how we work because it's energy healing. Third, what have you been doing to tap in, to connect your me time? For me, connecting to nature is, it's very feminine. So it puts you back in touch with your heart. When we tap into our heart energy, anything's possible. That's God, right? Those of you that, you're very religious, that is God. It's heart, right? Love, compassion for self. Because if you can't have it for somebody else if you don't have it for yourself. So tapping into that, have you done that? Everybody's different. Some people, like that client I was talking to, they tap in by playing basketball, walking outside, and boxing. For me, it's sometimes working out. It's definitely being out in nature. And it's also riding or baths. I can tap in. I can do that. That's my kind of way to tap in. So everybody's got their own. So have you done that? Or have you just been a yes, and putting yourself last? So usually it's one of those three things have gotten you out of alignment, or you've been triggered. Maybe something happened at work. Maybe your husband said something. Maybe your friend or your mom said are you gaining weight? Something triggered you. But like I said, the only reason you got triggered and off path is because you have emotional baggage you're just not aware of that we can just clear out and create new beliefs, neuro pathways. We're good. So those are the things that are just causing us to feel what's wrong with me? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? No. But the longer you choose to stay in that vibe, you're going to get off path a little bit until you run into a dead end, AKA called rock bottom or I've had enough. And then you get back into alignment by seeking out empowerment or answers or whatever. But for me, I've gone through this, I just go through these little soul evolutions all the time and leveling up. And you feel nuts when you're leveling up. You feel very uncertain. It feels like, ugh. And when I've just chosen to this right now, and I still struggle to say, hey man, shit's going to be easy. So if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't feel like this, I'm always trying, I'm chasing alignment. I'm either in it, or if I'm not in it, I can feel it. And I'm like, let me get back into alignment. Because if I'm not in alignment, nothing's going to work. And that's what caused my adrenal blowout. Work, and still not make millions, because I should already be making multi-7 figures. We'll hit it this year, but I should already be close to 8 figures with the shit I've got going on. But the reason is I was always trying to get out of the hole, right? I was always just out of alignment because of the fear. I was just fear driven. So you're either in two gears, one of 2 gears. You're in fear or love. Fear's backwards. Love is straight ahead. So if you want to stay on path, you're always trying to gauge your energy, gauge your emotional state, emotional IQ. And that's what we do in Hot Moms. We help you to increase your emotional awareness, because that's everything. Everything is the energy. That's why you see some people, they're like, oh, Beyonce has the same amount of hours you do. Yeah, but Beyonce operates in flow. She knows her gifts. She knows how to stay in flow. Problem is nobody teaches that. It's a spiritual thing, So that's how you get on path, off path, how to recognize if you're on path or off path. So if you're struggling, if you're suffering, if you have disease, if you have autoimmune disease, if you have frustration, if you have confusion, you're off path. You got to get back in alignment. And only you can do that. You just have to be willing to ask for help, willing to understand, willing to receive, and look into the feelings that don't feel good around that. Lean into those. That's your first block to get through. Heather said, gosh, I missed you. Lots of Casey video. And, I know the feeling, Heather, because I have a mentor that does the same thing. And the best thing I can do, or best thing I can say, is just know you're watching the ones that you need to. Seriously. Because I know what it feels like. I want to watch every single one. But that's not going to serve you, because the energy of that's like, I don't want to miss out. So it's negative, right? So just know that you're always just tuning into the ones you need to watch. So the ones that you just stumble upon or whatever, that's the ones you need to watch. Trust that. And then too, setting times up like I do. I have every day I tap into something that's like wealth consciousness, abundance consciousness, actual business training, because I run a business, because that's my world. So always, just doing those 2 things for educating yourself, you're good to go. So yeah, just trust that you're watching exactly what you need to do. There's nothing to catch up on, because there's nothing that you're missing out on.